Today is Monday, Parashah Vayikra. Actually, we're starting a new book of the Torah, the third book of the Torah, book of Vayikra. And the first word has a couple of messages encoded in it. The first word is Vayikra. And Hashem called Moshe. But if you look in the Sefer Torah, the letter Aleph at the end of Vayikra is Aleph Ze'ira, a small Aleph in the font size that is smaller than the rest of the letters. Imagine yourself, you were typing on your word processor and the font of all the letters, let's say, are 14, and then one of the letters is number 10, much smaller than the rest of them. Why is Vayikra have that small letter? Well, the Midrash tells us that Moshe Rabbeinu was a very humble person, and when Hashem asked him to write Vayikra, that Hashem is calling on Moshe because of humility, Moshe's humility. He felt, no, I wanted to write just Vayikar, which means just happened to happen. It's like happenstance, not a Vayikra. Vayikar was something that was written about Bil'am, that just Hashem, the way that he communicated with him, he was just by chance, but not out of a certain amount of closeness and respect. Vayikra, in an endearing word. And Moshe Rabbeinu felt it was too much for him to write Vayikra. He wanted to write just Vayikar. But the compromise was that he wrote Vayikra just like Hashem told him, but the Aleph is small to indicate the humility of Moshe Rabbeinu. There is yet another message. And the message is Derech Eretz. Derech Eretz is a statement that says Derech Eretz Kadma la Torah. Being polite, decorum, how to relate to people, savoir-faire, to how to do things, was even before the Torah, to indicate the great importance of Derech Eretz. So Moshe Rabbeinu was a prophet, was in Shamayim, received the Torah. He was there 40 days and 40 nights, 3 times. Had such a close, quote-unquote, relationship with Hashem, where Hashem communicated with him in prophecy. He just finished building the Mishkan. He for sure was entitled as a person who was the founder of that great sanctuary, the one who Vayakemet Mishkan. He's the one that erected the Mishkan, and he's the one that was involved in the construction. It would make sense that he could just go in the Mishkan, and he was entitled to. Moshe Rabbeinu felt still that Derech Eretz was to wait until Hashem summoned him, until Hashem called on him to please come. And that's a great lesson for us also, as we interact with people or with situations, to always keep Derech Eretz and do things with Derech Eretz in the proper manner, in the proper way. Sometimes the person can be very successful or very feel that he's entitled. There's a lot of today a feeling of people being entitled to things. It's coming to them. But Moshe Rabbeinu teaches us, even what would seem to be totally coming to him, he was totally entitled to just go into Mishkan. He's the one who built it. He waits until Hashem calls on him and says, please come in. And that's an important lesson from the first word in the Parashah of this week, which begins the book of Vayikra. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.